Hey everybody, welcome back to another rendition of Mirror Musk. Lifeforms, the Buckpocalpse, however the fuck you pronounce that. And I mean, it is an apocalypse of gigantic, proportions. It's honestly in my heart, and hopefully with every viewer here and every fan of Buckman, it's truly saddening and disturbing what's going on recently. There's a reason why he's been AFK for the after that show last night. It's unspeakable. It's disheartening, and it's honestly, I would say, and I'm gonna be real. I think it's honestly disgusting. This is someone, and we've covered him multitude of times, and we, poke fun at him, do this, do that. He's low IQ, but I never assumed a low IQ slave like himself would stoop to this level. He, I mean, kudos to him. He always surprises us, and here's another surprise. And to all his fans, everyone watching, it's something disgusting and diabolical that we have to address tonight. And it would be a disservice to our fan base and to his fan base if we didn't do this. Because we've all been here since day one with Buckman. We've been calling I would say, we've been calling out what he's been doing, what he's going to do. Just like clockwork, we're on top of it. But none of us, neither Chow, neither Dan, could have seen this coming. This is something that is on another level that I am truly saddened by, that he would stoop to this type of degeneracy as a life form. So without further ado, Dan, Chow, how are you gentlemen doing tonight? And I'm sorry to come at you guys at this dark hour.
Yeah, no, I'm all right, and it is, you really summed it up well there, Mir. And I was shocked, but also I wasn't, because I could have seen this happening, but just the way it played out, it was crazy. And there's a lot of lessons to be learned, and we're gonna try to teach people tonight. But I thought, yeah, it's where ball washing meets morality, meets absurdity, meets insanity, and we got to see all that in a life form last night. So yeah, it's just it's an interesting evening to be here with you, Mir, and welcome to the show, Dan.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, like Icarus with his glued-on wings, Shmuel Buckman flew too close to the sun, and this is how we get to where we're at, and it's kind of, frankly, disappointing. Life forms, part of what we do here, it's supposed to be fun. There's a little bit of lightheartedness to what we're doing. We're poking fun at people, but sometimes things take a serious turn, and it becomes somber, and it becomes disappointing. And it's difficult, but you can't look away. You can't ignore something that's in front of you. You have to call it out. You have to let people know what's going on, and you can't cover up for folks. So that's where we're at.
Welcome.
Hey, Malware, we're just giving our grievances and I would say, our saddened, but also, at the same time, we could have probably seen this coming, like Chow said. What is your take? Oh, no, not your take, but we'll get into that later. How has this made you feel, honestly, as a fan of Buckman and or I would say, connoisseur of Buckman? How has this made you feel without getting into, what's going on? Just tell me how you feel right now.
Like about the.
Come on, dumbass. What I'm talking about.
Okay, well, so
how do you feel from what's come out?
If it's in regards to what Buckman has divulged yesterday on camera, I'm pretty disappointed in his ability to judge character, and him just admitting things like that on camera is pretty creepy in itself. So,
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Good take. All right.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, so we got to see Buckman last night, the real life form inning that's happening with him is crazy, because I think on our last show a couple nights ago, we were talking about how Final Boss might stab him in the back, and Lo and
Oh.
behold, that gut punch came this morning. That
It's like we
final
willed
boss-
it into existence, right? Like we called it, and then an hour later, he's fucking taking Buckman out at the knees.
Yeah,
Crazy.
so I thought it might take 2 months, 3 months for final boss to work his way up and stab Buckman in the back, but no, it took 2 to 3 hours after we made that proclamation. And what do you know? He's clipping him up and just smearing his good name, formerly good name in the podcasting game, and just shows there's no loyalty amongst the producers, especially if it's Final Blob.
And real quick, I just want to pull this out from Ava real quick. This is Buckman's Pearl Harbor. It is, honestly. Like, no one saw this coming. I mean, the only one who saw it coming was Chow, and he had the instruments to see it coming. You know, he had the radar. Unlike the rest
September
of us.
11th, October 7th, March 4th. Like
Yeah,
the day
but-
that
yeah,
will
but-
live in infamy.
Buckman has been dropping like hints of who he is
Exactly.
every now and then.
I just didn't want to believe it, man. Like, you know, I'm like that good. I'm the good goyim. I'm the good goy. I didn't want to believe it, but it happened to me. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, he
Stolen
was only-
Jewish valor. And he's
He was just super explicit, like saying things like, well, 17 and 12 aren't the same. Just stuff like that is just, I mean, I'm just surprised like he couldn't gauge like what he was going to say before he said it.
Of course he. Good Dan. I want Dan to rip Dan. You know, before we dive into the, you know what? How about this? Before we do anything, Chow, I don't know if you have that clip ready or not. Can we pull up him just saying it, and we can discuss that for a second?
You mean that thing I posted on X?
Yeah, can you pull that up real quick, bro? Because
Yeah, sure.
I think we should just do a roundtable of that, just off the rip, just to talk about before we dive into his episode. that
Yeah,
he did.
yeah, we should like dissect because there's something I wanted to point out, like his arguments, and I'm sure Dan, I think Dan has pointed this out before, where he'll say something, and then when you rebuttal, he'll move the goalpost. Like he'll say something, then he'll be like, "Oh yeah, well, you know, in New York, 17 was legal at the time." Oh, and then you rebuttal, then Pineapple would rebuttal, and then he would say, "Oh yeah, well, 12 and 17 are different." You know,
Well, wasn't 14 legal like during the 20s and 10s of the 1900s? like,
Well,
Well, you know,
Like, how
back
far
in the
back do we need to
1500s,
go?
they used to marry when they were 13. So,
Yeah.
you know, come on.
sometimes
guys.
they marry when they're 8. I mean, Buckman, how far back you want to go, bro?
he even went to like But John eventually. That's like his 5th one. But like I've seen after he got all of his rebuttals didn't work, then he's like, yeah, but Stuttering John did this and that. Like when the conversation had nothing to do with it. So yeah, of course we're gonna see a ton of that tonight because the Pineapple guy, you know, like he said something this episode, and you know, I thought he was just kind of like a clip watching guy. But the way he pressed Buckman so badly, and like Buckman was such a fool to like just fall for it, you know, like I got to give him a little bit of credit. So I said he sucked. He still does suck, but I got to give him credit for this shit because he pressed Buckman. Buckman didn't know what he was walking into, and it was brilliant. But this is the part you were talking about, Mir. So
Yeah.
And you went, well, it's legal. It's like, yeah, but it indicates that he's into significantly younger women who are in their teens, right? So
well,
like,
that's not
nothing.
that's not
nothing,
new.
though, is it?
Well,
Sure, no,
17 is different than 12, right?
Yeah,
Play that
absolutely.
back.
But it's
Go
also
back
not
again.
nothing.
Play that again.
So
Play that again for the
you
audience.
can't-
It's different than 12, right?
Play it again. Let's hear it again.
Well,
Sure, no,
17 is different than 12, right?
yeah, absolutely. But it's also
Pass
not
on the
nothing.
field, right? Play ball, right?
You kind of, that's slightly disingenuous.
Disingenuous.
And you went, well, it's legal. It's like, yeah, but it indicates that he's into
yeah,
Like he doesn't even see the morality of taking advantage of a teenage girl. Well, you know, it's not like he. You know,
So she's
as long
12,
as
but
she's in junior- as long as she's
17.
in junior high. She's in high school, so you know,
She's
who cares?
graduating.
Who cares? 50. Like that's not creepy.
he
Like
he
you
has
can't see how that appears to just a normie. Like a normie sees that picture of Anthony Cumia as a 50-year-old next to a goth 17-year-old going to prom. And the average normie looks at that and says,
That's
this is a little weird. It's a little fucking off. Or the Christmas picture with Cumia, the teenage girl, her parents, and the cat.
And
They're all
imagine the
awkward around
father
the
and the
street.
father allowing it, dude. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's Very
It's
cucked
sick.
behavior.
It's very cuck behavior. And then the 14-year-old with the iPad. Come on, man.
Well,
That's
there's all
freaky.
that. There's all the Kumia stuff that is out there, but the weirdest part in this interview, I think, with the pineapple is Buckman is like, he's doing the, hey, I don't really know about that, I haven't looked into it type thing. And at first you could kind of give him the benefit of the doubt, but then the pineapple dude's like mentioning people in the story, like ancillary guys. I'm not an Opie and Anthony guy, I'm not a Kumia guy, but he knew, you started to realize Buckman has been like watching this show for 20, 30 years and knows like these different people in the story. So then you're like, wait, so you've been like a super fan of Kumia forever and you've never heard any of this? It made no sense. So
No, he's deflecting. He's deflecting.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
but also it's funny when he says I've known Kumia for years and I've never seen anything in his character that indicates he's a pedophile. But when Buckman says he's like friends with somebody, later on we find out that he just met him at like Hackmania, or he like talked to them one time.
no,
The Dabbleverse.
He gave him
No.
a 20 at Hackamania. Like he slapped a 20 in his hand, and
Not
hey,
even,
me and
bro.
Pat, we're friends now.
he announced it on his show like a week or two ago. He said that Kumia now follows me. So like to him, that's like, hey, we're in business together. He follows him on X. So he announced on his show, and I noticed ever since then, like that clout of having Kumia follow him for fighting with Gino was enough to like ride or die and cover anything, basically just say like, yeah, no, it was actually the chick's fault that got beat up. No, it was actually this. No, that guy, you can't trust him. He was a producer of all this different type of cope for the different guys. Crazy, bro. He was like defending himself. Like,
But I think the deeper question is like what does he get from like being a writer?
He stays in their good graces. That's what he gets, bro.
but he's not
But
even
what-
in their good graces.
But what? Yeah,
I
what's
know,
the good
but in his
graces?
in his
Like,
mind, he's in their good graces. So hopefully one day, oh, he never shat on me. Bet I'll pull him up out of the freaking out of the roster. That's
yeah,
what
but
he's
you
thinking.
you remember he had a show with Nick Rekieta, and Nick Rekieta like no showed on him, and he like spent the whole time just dick eating Nick Rekieta.
Yeah,
It's
but
like-
he's desperate though, bro. He's an idiot. He's a fucking life form, bro. Come on, man. Like you give this guy too much credit. You think he's gonna be smart enough to evolve from what just happened with Rick Rekieta? No, he's gonna double down and try to continuously suck up to these degenerate. I mean, degenerate, dude. Like you saw that with Tommy. I mean, Tommy's a fucking degenerate too. But with that video, all those people booing and like you saw what's going on with Rodney's and all that garbage. These people are unhinged. These people are sick in the head. And Buckman wants to be a part of that group, and he will defend any type of hearsay of, I'm not going to say it, but we all know what it is, antics that seem, I would say, degenerate to society, and he's willing to defend it. And I look at that as he is desperate for notoriety. He is desperate for anything. Like, here's something crazy on top of that. Chow said this early on in one of our episodes. Once he got just super chats in general, he became a different fucking human being. Buckman did. When he gains anything or any slight of monetary money or fame, he flips a switch like the good fake Jew that he is, and tries to rise to the top from it and use and abuse and defend the wrong people. And you're seeing it here firsthand. And you know what? I'm so happy this happened because now finally it bit him in the ass. It finally did. And he doesn't know what the fuck to do. That's why he's off air right now. But yeah,
I do have to agree with
sorry.
Malware that Buck would do anything for these people that he sees higher up on the hierarchy. Like a Nick Rekieta, a Tukey, a Carl, even a Melton. They could push his shit in and he still would find a way to like be buddies with it. Oh, it's all good. It was a misunderstanding. He's always going to take the tact of, if you're higher up on the pecking order than me, then I'm going to kiss your ass even if you blow me off. Like I'm not going to ever do anything that's going to step out of line that would disenfranchise me from someone who can raise me up the ladder. And
Well-
that just speaks to the character of Buckman.
Well, you notice too, he's like super impulsive with it. So when he just climbs a little bit, gets a little extra clout, he'll instantly start like turning on his old homies and casting them aside for the new guy. But then the problem is he drops back down. So now he's back on that lower level, but by everyone he already burned. So he kind of like shot his shot at ball washing Kumia. It didn't work. Kind of shot a shot at ball washing Carl. He still has no invite to Hackamania main stage. So he's desperate. He's trying. He wants to get any way he can to get on that Hackamania main stage. That's his number one dream in life. And he's fucked now because, or maybe he's not. That's another thing. Like Hackamania is all about like,
He proved himself. He did the right thing.
There, yeah. He defended Kumia, so
he's probably going to get a promo code out of this. Like he's probably going to we're probably going to roll out the red carpet because he played ball. He had a chance to throw Kumia and Carl and whoever else under the bridge or under the truck, and he didn't do it. He didn't take the bait. He played good soldier. So now he probably is even more ingratiated in that camp. They like that. They like people that will not call them out on their degeneracy.
I agree, but it's risky because if they reject him at the gate, he's fucked because he can't go back to like Panhandler, Final Boss, all those other Buckman bunch, NJ Pander, Big Hormone. They're like they've seen him like he already kind of left him in the back.
You know what? I'm gonna say something real quick. Harry Dunn, even though I think Harry Dunn's an idiot, this is actually a pretty good take from him. His main goal is to get to the top 150. I mean, remember though, Buckman's always about those power rankings too, though. Like how he can rise to the top, and this is one of those things. And he has to defend Kumia and his.
He didn't have to do it this way.
He didn't have to, but he
didn't have to.
He did though, and that is what tells you about this man. He is that, like Dan said this best about Buckman. He's an atheist. He has no moral code. He has nothing. He is truly a degenerate person. He cares for nothing but what can best him in any way possible, no matter how he comes about it. And that should tell everyone something right then and there.
But the thing about his atheism, it's not the fact that he is atheist. It's like his reasons for being atheist are like
they're skewed.
We talked about it too last night.
They're so surface level. They're like things I thought of when I was 17, like when I was going through like identity crisis and stuff.
He's very like immature mental wise.
It's like very surface level reasons for being atheist.
He's very reptilian in his like urges too, of like he wants power, he wants clout more than anything. He needs clout. And the way he moves around doing it, he's lacking in so many different disciplines that it's like, bro, wake up. Before it's too late. You gotta refactor to level up, bro. You can't just be always ball washing every second of every day. It's never gonna work.
And you see the pattern with everyone that he brings into his group. They eventually turn their back on him, and that speaks to a lack of loyalty that he shows. I mean, a good leader. If you have ever been around someone who is a good manager of people, a good leader, a good boss, a good president of an organization or a country, you want to follow that person. They are someone that you want to follow and stay behind. And when the going gets tough, everybody rallies around it. With Buckman, these people can't wait to fucking stab him in the back the first chance they get. And that's the reason is because he's a piece of shit.
Yep.
And he does not respect them as people. He looks at everyone as, are you a plus? Are you higher up than him or are you lower? So if you're lower, then that's somebody he can use to boost himself up. If you're higher, that's someone that he can use to pull him up to that level. And he looks at everything very hierarchical. So once he got monetized, which it was so obvious to everyone, he felt like that ascended him to a level now where he could really not anybody that he felt might be at his level or below, he could treat him like shit. So he could invite you on his show and then ghost you, or he could say he's going on someone's show, and he does this all the time. By the way, he's done this to Husey, he's done it to other people. He's like, oh yeah, I'm going on the show, and then hey, where's Buckman? What happened to Buckman? And he doesn't even send a message. He has no respect for other people, and by extension, he has no respect for himself. And how can you really respect a man that comports himself that way, even in this crazy little world on the internet? But it's a demonstration of who you are as a man. And Buckman isn't really a man.
He ain't. Well, and that's the thing. Like, people are going to be watching this shit and be like, oh, well, he's ball washing Cumia. Cumia must like that. No, he doesn't. He doesn't like people trying to ball wash him because he's had people ball wash him his whole life since he's been famous. So all these guys he ball washes ultimately end up resenting him, because to me, it's like they think about it. They're like, well, I'm kind of a loser who just streams online, and this old guy's ball washing me nonstop. Like, he's either just fucking with me or he's just a tard. So, like, it's not going to work for him. But the more sinister thing is Buckman is actually, he doesn't even want to ball wash Cumia to be bros with him. He just wants Buckman to be in the Cumia algo, so Buckman gets bigger.
That's so sick. Then that's even sicker, dude. I could not imagine. And this is the thing. It's like Judas for 6 pence of silver. Was that what it was?
Not even silver, just for the algo.
That's insane. That's insane. Dude, it's just like, dude, I could not imagine. And here's something, and this is biblical here, guys. Everyone watching this is biblical. Remember this. This is very biblical. When you sell your soul for something that is 30 pieces of silver, thank you, Chris Mack. You're a good man. You're a good Christian. When you sell your soul for something that is obviously even wrong to you, even if you're not Christian, just on a moral standard, and like Malware, I assume you're Iranian, so you're probably not Christian, but I'm kidding.
I'm Puerto Rican.
No,
I'm kidding. That's a joke.
I don't know why. People keep thinking
We call it Persian American.
That's a joke. Hey, all I'm saying is, all of us men here right now, we have morals. We have a higher standard of how men should be and how we should interact within a society to make it functioning. But there's always that degenerate person who's looking for the next come up or next whatever have you, who's willing to sell their soul, and I mean sell their fucking soul, to push whatever they have to make them a better individual to someone in the line, push themselves in the limelight or push themselves as an image. So retards, low sending IQ slaves can perceive that as like, wow, he's doing something. No, he's not doing something. He's actually promoting something that's truly sad, sickening, and I would say disturbing. And we're here to combat that. We're here to push that to the side and say, no, all you fucking sheep, all you retards, we want you to be able to think for yourselves. So we're adding another, I would say, what I'm saying? Like, there's this and there's that. We're giving you two options now. Instead of just the one option of just accepting what Buckman says and just move forward with that and thinking that's okay. No. Here's another option. And hopefully it triggers your morality inside of you fucking retards to the fact that you guys can, say, you know what, maybe this isn't right. Maybe this is something that we should discuss on a level where we hold him accountable and hold society accountable, because it's not good. This isn't good. It never will be good. So let's have that conversation. And that's what we're doing today. We're raising awareness to what's happening right now. And it shouldn't be happening, but it is, because there is sin in this world and there are demons that play. And this is a religious war. And this is what's happening right now.
Mir, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
There's a lot of biblical stuff we're talking about. This is a pretty philosophical discussion we're having right here.
Yeah.
Can you personally, and I'm going to ask you directly since you're a man of God.
Sure.
Can you trust a man who does not fear and respect God?
No.
And what does that say about a man who pushes away God, but not just God himself and his relationship with God, but he does it because he wants to lord that over other people that do believe in God? Because that's the nexus of Buckman's atheism. It's not about his relationship with God. It's about him being smarter than other people and making them feel bad about their relationship.
That's
with
what they
God.
do. That's what they do. They shame you. They shame you. These broken people who don't believe in Christ shame you. And that's what they do. To manipulate the masses. They shame. So you can't speak on anything. To your question. Oh, go ahead, Chow. Go ahead.
I want to piggyback on that. Yeah.
Sorry, real quick though, before you piggyback, someone said, "What's your denomination? Are you Mur?" I'm Roman Catholic. All right, go ahead, Chow.
Yeah. One of his things besides the Dabbleverse, the only other thing he ever talks about besides Dabblerverse is he's into some type of like preachers or pastors that make money and have jets or like are super on Instagram or something. So he studies these guys and he loves the downfall of them. This is like what he delights in, is like when they get exposed. Like I think it was like a week or two ago, he had an episode where he was telling one of these stories of some pastor guy who like got in trouble for like being with a little boy or something. He was like so delighted in telling the story.
Yeah,
like,
I'm sure he was.
Yeah, but he's like, yeah, they're getting found out every day, and that business isn't as good. The prosperity business isn't doing as well as it used to. So a lot of these grifters in that business are doing bad now. So he delights in like that type of misery. And it's crazy because when he just got pressed the other day, is like he got called out hard, bro.
They are creeps themselves. Or always remember this, everyone. They will try to pretend that they care or they will call out that certain thing, but they will do it themselves. Remember this. Thou without sin cast the first stone. Remember that. What Jesus said, thou without sin cast the first stone. And when these people shit on like that, what you just said, Chow, look at the demons in their own closet. And Buckman threw that out 4K what he believes truly. And we played the clip. There it is. So
I mean, he's proud that his dog illegally snuck into a casino, peed all over all the poker tables, pissed on all the slot machines, and Buckman's just like laughing, like, oh, it's my dog, so who gives a fuck?
That's
who
insane.
gives a fuck about the patrons? Who cares about
this is what happens with a man who doesn't have a God, is he feels no shame in the things that he does. He has stolen Jewish valor with his name. He's not really Jewish. I've been told he's actually Irish by nationality. So he's not Jewish. He uses that as a fun, like he picked the most Jewish sounding name he could do. And by the way, he said, oh, it's very biblical. He even said, it's a name out of the Bible. A man who doesn't believe in God takes his fake Jewish name out of the Bible. That's a whole nother story. He uses fake service dog bibs so that he can take his dog into public places, which is illegal. Yeah. Which is it? So Buckman, if you take your dog to Hackamania with that fake service dog bib, we're gonna report you. I'm telling you right now, I will report you and your fucking dog and your fake service dog, who's gonna piss all over the casino. Like, if you're gonna do that, like, and Buck says, I don't follow the rules. Yeah, and you don't follow God either.
And you also don't follow
that shows
the
what kind of man you are.
Laws, right? Or is that just a joke? I'm
joking.
Sorry? No, you're good.
No, he was saying about other shit that he was saying. And
But we're a society. This is what separates us from the animals, is the rule of God and the rule of law. And God, people can shit on religion all they want, but religion is a big part of what brought society together and put people in place to have morality and to understand their fellow man. So maybe some of the stuff in religion is fake and it's, okay, I don't believe it all. But the tenets of religion and the tenets of believing in God speak to a morality that creates a society. And when you give a middle finger to that, you're giving a middle finger to your fellow humans and you're putting yourself above your fellow man. It's a very solipsistic view of the world.
Do you remember when Buckman said that he didn't, like, he wasn't a real good member of society until he was in his 30s? Like, he didn't have a job. He wasn't like contributing to society. So
Yeah.
I would love to know what his early years were, because he sounds like a real piece of shit. He's 3 divorces. We know that. We know that he was very deep into alcoholism, which is funny too. Usually you get out of alcoholism by having a higher power, but I guess Buckman, skipped that step in the process.
Well, the
Yeah,
dabble verse.
he says he's a big
Clout
piece
is
of
his
shit.
higher power now. It's not even the dabble verse anymore. He's just he traded one addiction for another. He's addicted to Clout now, and that's part of the thing. We're here to tell you, like Clout in moderation is good, but you've got to do it. You can't do too much. It's like taking too much protein powder at the gym. You might go crazy in there. So we're seeing that with Buckman, and yeah, I wanted to. Can we expound on that, like pretending to be Jewish thing for a sec?
It's very weird.
Yeah,
Very
because
weird.
yeah, Min put a good comment up. I can't find it now, but yeah, it is because he's been doing it forever, and he loves. That's what triggers him the most, is if you say anything that is against that. But it's like, dude, you're 0% Jewish. You have no culture, blood, religion, anything to do with it. It's just, but to him, it's like this fake idea of who he is like what, like he gets real emotional, and he always brings it up with Mir. He's like, oh, Mir said this and that. I can't go on a show of anyone. It's like, what? Like, what's this? Like, it's even more bizarre once you start realizing, like, what is this guy doing, bro? It's fucking weird, bro.
So I brought up the Mint chat. He took a fake Jewish name to move up in the Dabbleverse show business game, but doesn't think the small hats run the world. He's so full of shit, which is a very interesting perspective, which also leads into, there are some super chats. Maybe we'll read those as little Mir joins us. Chris Mack for $2. Thank you, Chris Mack. This era will be called the Small Hatfields versus McGoy, I think is what he said, which is very funny. Avariza for $5. Thank you, Ava. He would see that morality if he didn't have an axe to grind with John and it helped Carl or Tukey, right? Agree or disagree? Yeah, I'm sure if Carl or Tukey pledged their allegiance to Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, I'm sure Buckman would be the first one taking communion at the church on Sunday. Yeah, so yes, he would see that morality if he heard it from the people that could get him clout. Tommy Jordan for $2. Thank you, Tommy Jordan. Lil Mir, are we going to pretend you're not a degen?
What's the
vegan? That's vegan. Vegan.
No, I'm not a vegan. I believe you have to eat meat. I think.
Yeah, we eat meat, bro.
Yeah, we eat meat. We're based. We're based. Not like you. You're faggot.
What is Tommy Jordan these days? Is he a malcontent or what? What? No, he's a. What were you calling him the other day? Miscreant. You had a name for him here.
I have so many names for that
rascal.
Loser. I don't know. Anyway, so can we pull up
one last one?
Yeah,
just while we have it, Hackpackery, 9900 for $1.99. Thank you, Hackpackery. Buckman said Charlize Theron was quote hot as a kid.
Yeah, it's delinquent. Yeah, you're a delinquent, Tommy Jordan, just like Buckman. But yeah, no, I know that's the one that what's the guy? Karmic X is all caught up on that one. He responded to something today talking about it, and then he deleted it. But I saw it on there. But yeah, Buckman's done a bunch of this type of shit before, and remember, he even did it on our show. He freaked out on our show about it.
He defended himself. He defended himself with that. He said to him, "Everyone's a kid." But
yeah, I know that. I remember that. That's his.
But to me, it's just saying hot as a kid. Like, to even be comfortable enough for it just flows out of your mouth. It's just a crazy it's a crazy set of words.
Well, remember that thing he posted the other day on X about vaginal play or whatever?
What? No.
Oh, that was so good. I'll keep talking. I'll find the tweet and I'll read it.
Okay.
Find it and read it. Yeah. Pull it up on the screen, bro. Once you
find
it.
He's so into he was simping and clout grabbing off of that Kaylee or Haley, not Haley, the
OnlyFans whore?
No. It's Lucy Tightbox. Yep.
Lucy Tightbox?
Yeah, she's like
That's
Carl's one of Carl's co-hosts. It's a stage name or whatever. But she's
dude.
anyway, she's doing this shit online, and somehow it got brought up in a comment thread.
We
and
can't
Buckman jumps into simp, bro.
Of course.
Okay,
He's like
I
final
got.
boss.
I want to put it up right now.
All right.
Hold on.
Pull it up. Pull it up.
And I'll give you the background on it because it's very important. Okay.
Here, when you present it, I'll pull it up.
All right, and I'll zoom in here so you guys can see this whole. So there were all these comments about me on Husey and Carl and all that stuff. So Mint Diggity says Carl can tell you what Stuttering John had for breakfast. Carl literally digs through Stuttering John's trash, while Kumia has all kinds of dirty laundry that Carl openly ignores because Kumia put him on. How the fuck are you gonna say watch true crime when Carl's whole thing is digging into people's shit? And one of the things I did joke around, I said Carl and Lucy Tightbox are having an affair because they go on the road and they leave Carl's wife at home. But so Buckman decided to respond to this. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. There was somebody else that responded. I'm going to crowbar this in here. No one wants Lucy's dildo videos pushed onto them. It has nothing to do with comedy or the Dabbleverse. So she does on Patreon now like dildo videos, apparently, where she simulates that she's going to be trying out dildos. And I don't think there's like penetration or anything like that, but she has a very hypersexualized character that she likes to portray. Hence the name, hence the dildo thing, so on and so forth. So Shmuel's great response to that was, yeah, much of the DV finds vaginal play icky. To which I responded, says the guy who asked Lucy Tightbox to her face if she was born a man. Maybe sit this one out, old man. So he actually went up to her at one of these events and asked her to her face, right out of the blue, Lucy, just curious, were you born a man? There's something off about Buckman. And I don't know if it's spectrum or what the deal is, but he is very hypersexualized and also does not understand like regular morals of society, of just what's respectful and what's acceptable, and he just blows the doors off that. And I even asked Lucy on one of the shows, and she basically didn't want to talk about it. She didn't want to talk about Buckman at all. I said, hey, could you talk about that time you met Buckman? She's like, yeah, it was fine. And she couldn't fucking change the conversation fast enough.
Like
that's what
she
Buckman
probably
is.
signed a non-disclosure agreement.
But like,
I mean,
what exactly is vaginal play? That's not sex itself. That's
no, you're toying with the victim.
Like AB says, it's an insane
like
phrase. It's like, bro,
You're toying with the victim to the point where they're like,
Buckman.
dude, Buckman.
Oh.
And then he wanted to be the chaperone for Scarlett Hampton, which was another weird, very sexual.
Yeah, a lot of
charged
his like terminology is like very Epstein-ish.
Well, that's what Stealth was saying. He's like Buckstein Island, and he was doing all those jokes and shit when he was on the show. But now it's like, you see that like Bill Clinton getting questioned at the, and it's like you see Buckman getting pressed by a pineapple. It's like, oh shit, bro.
I mean, like Malware. Why do I make jokes about Buckman guiding me by my waist under the influence of a pill in my drink into his wife's room? Like, we don't make these jokes just to make them. There's like context behind the joke every time. So
and he gently puts his hands on your hips and helps you thrust into his wife.
Yeah, and guides you into his wife. Like, dude, like there's something there, guys. Like, I'm not making these jokes just to make them. There's some substance behind them, and this is what's disturbing about it. And it's come to light finally. Holy shit! Finally, this has come to light. This guy is for the masses to see, all for the lemmings to see, all these fucking retards to see. This guy is not well, and all these base people are like, oh wow, this isn't actually good. And that's why everyone's here right now.
Like
even
like if you look at the clip from yesterday, just like no words, nothing, just him. Like it's an older white gentleman. Like
older white gentleman. Hey, he's not white. He's like Jewish.
His
Jewish
shirt is like stretched at the collar. His like the room he's in looks sad. Like the entire thing without words is creepy itself. So like just everything fits together well as soon as he starts defending like pedophilia.
Oh wow, that's a deep. Is he defending pedophilia? I don't say he's defending it. I
Are not
say
defending pedophilia, but just like defending defending
He's
Cunha,
very
who like has somewhat defended being a pedophile.
he cortisol spikes very hard whenever it comes up, because remember that happened on our show with ATP calling out Melton on our show, and Buckman was on with Jay Mao, and he called him out. Or ATP was, raging on Melton for something about that, and that triggered Buckman. He went crazy on our show. So
yeah, I remember that.
And there's other times where it's been like that too, where he's like he's all about everyone's like business of like Stuttering John or Aaron Imhold or Gino. But then like any of that type of stuff, he's like pretends like he doesn't know anything that's going on. It's very odd.
Hey Mir, let's but when we go over to the video, if we do the Buckman video, let's make sure we get to that timestamp. That one.
Let's do
1
it.
minute
Let's
43.
Chow, can you pull that up? Let's fucking do it, man. I want to dive into this fucking fucked up, degenerate, I'll say atheistic, low life. I would say just
Heathen.
Just, no, not even heathen too, but like everyone watching this. Wow, come on, man. This shouldn't be a thing. Why is it a thing? Why are you doing this? I knew you were a scumbag, but I didn't know you were this bad. So let's watch it.
There he is. I don't know what's like this look he's doing, but
see what I mean? Even without words or him speaking, the whole scene is creepy.
Hey.
It looks like he's in
Why
jail.
did he need to do this show yesterday?
When he wasn't doing
he had pineapple.
Because
but what? Like they didn't talk about it. They had nothing to talk about the whole show.
Because I'll tell you. Can I tell you exactly what he wanted to do? He skipped his show on Saturday and Tuesday.
He skipped tons of shows.
He skipped he on Saturday he was on some other show and he said, from now on I'm doing a Saturday show, a Tuesday show, and a Thursday show every week. And he's like, I'm going live actually later tonight. He never went live. He still hasn't explained why he didn't go live after he said he was going to go live. But he said he was going to go live. Then he skipped a Tuesday show. Wednesday is NJ Ranger Day. NJ and Flimsy, who have their show at 8 o'clock. Can't interfere. He will never, Buckman Bunch will never interfere with each other's shows. Pineapple, NJ Ranger, Flimsy, and Buck will never intersect. They'll always, in fact, they will do the YouTube thing where they'll like send people to the other person's show. And they'll like end their show right at the time the other person's going live. So what did Buckman do? He knew that Flimsy and NJ Ranger were going at 8 o'clock. He didn't want to interfere with their show, but he was itchy to go live for whatever reason why he didn't do his two other shows. But to your point, he didn't really have anything to do other than he had Pineapple to talk about whatever they were going to talk about. And the more he talked, and he wanted to talk about Rodney. In fact, he started the show by saying, oh, let's talk about the Rodney's thing, which was very timely since everybody's already talked about it by now. So he had things he wanted to talk about that he didn't have a chance to talk to at this point. So that was the impetus. And he ended the show exactly like within plus or minus 5 minutes, 8 o'clock, so that no one would interfere with NJ Ranger and Flimsy. That's how the Buckman Bunch works. That's how the Get Along Gang works. That's how they do it. They want to complement each other and make sure that they're all
Well, I think that actually that's like one of the main things they talked about is like, well, I don't want to go up against you and you don't want to go up against me. So I tried that. It's just that minutia shit is kind of like their main thing they talked about. So let's watch. Should we?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Should we just go from the start?
Neil Buckman,
Yes.
it's
Go for
Wednesday, and we're just doing a little proof of life here.
Yikes.
Yeah, because we called him out. We said, dude, is he all right? He hasn't been around for a week. The night before.
We said that. We
on
said
Tuesday
that
night.
last show.
Yeah. Yeah, so.
Because I haven't been streaming a lot lately, contrary to popular opinion. And let's give it a shot, and hopefully we'll get a viewer or two. This feels like the old days when I had 0. I was watching somebody yesterday, and
is this some weird like filter
had
that
0
Evie Mux has or
viewers.
something that he's using?
Yeah. It's gotta
Oh,
be
look
because he
at this.
looks
We've
on
got somebody named Chris saying,
malware. He kind of looks kind of AI-ish, doesn't he?
Yeah, he looks alienish.
You think it's Dave Sarah under there with the filter and voice changer? Keep going.
Buckman won.
Buckman
I don't know what I won, but I'm
AI
always happy to
Buckman.
have a winning,
I like that one right
a
there.
winning something at something. So, hi, Chris. Welcome. Welcome to everyone else who is here.
Buckman's like, I don't know what I won, but I'm happy about it. It's like, okay.
As we start this show, it's the Schmuel Proof of Life episode.
So
Proof of
And
life.
We
proof of
are
life form.
live. Look at that. We got 15 people. Good evening, everybody. And let's say hello to my good friend.
By the way, that's his office that he's at, right? That's his New York City
pineapple.
office.
My good friend, the
If, I
teenager.
can, if my mouse is like everything's going,
The fruit.
there we go.
This isn't on like 75% speed or
Why did
anything,
that
is it?
not
This is
end?
like real like speed.
No, this is
Sorry
him.
about that.
This is him on real
This is
speed.
what happens
This is a
when
real
we
guy. Normal.
emergency
normal.
shows. Although it's not really an emergency.
It's very uncanny
Put you
valley,
back.
whatever he's
Take
doing
you back
here.
It's disturbing. It's disturbing.
Grid. At the scene.
Why doesn't he ever do any of this before he pushes go live?
I have
Okay.
no
But,
idea.
but they ridiculed John for doing the same thing, like setting up his StreamYard and stuff while he's streaming.
Well, that's the thing.
And
Yeah.
Buckman only uses EV Mux because of the super tips, which he gets like next to no super tips. Like if he gets 1 or 2 in a show, that's a lot for Buckman. So this boomer who's always got issues is like, but he's got to do super tips because that's what all the cool kids are doing. Whereas if he just did StreamYard, he'd have a nice consistent show. The audio would be fine, and he wouldn't look like a fucking dolt. But he thinks the unprofessionalism is like quirky, like I'm quirky because I'm a boomer and I always
am I
fuck
doing?
up, and that's funny. It's
17,
fucking not
12
funny.
years old. What's the difference? Wait a minute. Boomer.
Well, he's
I
bought
don't know.
he's bought a lot of protection, with all his 20s.
Protection.
So like Dixon. Well, I know Dixon hates him now, but
fuck.
Dixon turned on him, which is brilliant. But no, like you won't hear like Tukey ever talk shit about
Of course not.
Buckman.
They're
Never hear
all in
Melton
each other's
talk shit.
corners. They're all in the corner. They're all together, man. This is the Matrix, everybody. And Buckman's trying to join it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I
brilliant
know,
to watch.
It's insane to watch. Go keep playing this shit, dude. Look at this fucking faggot British fag, bro. As a pineapple.
Hello, everyone.
Brennan.
Hello, love.
Mm, that's it. Just smile.
Look at this gay shit. What the fuck?
So
Dude, I would end myself if I acted like this and
Sure, it'd be
for
fine.
people to see, dude.
This
It'd
is
be bad.
this
Can you
is
guys-
what we
can
all
some-
love about the
sorry, can
Buckman
somebody
show.
explain what happened with Dixon? Like how he turned on him? I wasn't aware of this.
Yeah, that was when that first panhandler thing happened, it kind of flamed. Remember you said like if anyone has panhandle and Buckman, we made it a bigger deal than it really was. But then because we made a big deal to Buckman started yapping about it. I think he like offended Dixon from him talking about it on subsequent episodes. So I think Dixon was eventually like, fuck this guy. Like he's talking all this shit. Like
He's a bitch. He can't stop talking, bro.
Yeah.
Ava Rise in the house. How are you, Ava?
Hey, what's up?
Talking about Buckman.
I'm honored to be here. All I want to do is ever talk about Buckman.
Good girl.
I love how many.
By the way,
people
just
use
while we're
even
we're
more.
breaking the
It
action,
seems
just
so
Ava
hard
did do a
for
super
people
chat that we
to
didn't
use
read.
even,
What if Buckman is the next prophet and he is politely signaling he will be the next vessel to deliver the message of God?
Dude,
What's the theory?
you know what? I will fight against that. You know why? Because that's some Jewish garbage, and Christ and Jesus would not promote it. That's why.
No, but I mean, if that were the case, though, he would kind of.
It's not.
Like,
that,
hey,
that is a false
I'm not gonna
prophet.
give.
You know what Jesus said? Watch for false prophets, and that's a false prophet. I know my literature. You know, Dante's Inferno. We're all gonna burn in hell, baby.
It's the only controversial take he has, like him throwing the atheism in. It's the only thing that like can alarm his clout people, and so
Good take.
it must be a prophet thing.
Let's keep going.
What's the name?
Yep.
Pretty antisocial.
Good take, Ava.
Still Buckman, and she's a fraud. So.
Mm.
Buckman.
Mm.
Buckman.
Yeah.
He just
Tired
leaves these
verse,
motherfuckers
yeah.
out to dry. It's hilarious.
I know, dude.
Oh, so you can switch, and you've still chosen to stick.
By
with
the way,
it.
this isn't the first time he's done this. He did this the pretty antisocial. She sat there for like 20 minutes while Buckman disappeared trying to figure out his audio.
Yeah,
She's
and
like, okay.
hormone was big hormone was like that too. Remember? He left. him
Yep,
back
big,
there
yeah,
forever.
big hormone too.
You didn't know what to do. Yeah, this is it. He almost. It's almost like a. Oh shit! Is this a Buckman bunch ritual? Like a humiliation?
I think it
ritual?
is. No, it is.
It's wearing the dress
Oh,
for Buckman.
this
You
is
have to
it.
wear the dress.
You know what? This is what deciphers low IQ 70s compared to him. This is what he does, dude. Chow, bro.
Pressing on.
This is it. This is it. He's determining if they're low IQ 70 or higher, and if they stay long enough, that means they're desperate and they're low IQ, bro, and they stay. That's nuts, dude. Whoa.
Well, we're getting them to
Holy
come
shit.
back here, so.
Super tip.
You know-
That was the bigger. There we are.
Mm.
Because I'm an idiot. And didn't
Yeah,
know
and
the
he showcases dominance by keeping him there. Look at
He
this.
just gets up.
And he leaves.
And then he goes
Wow.
to take a piss.
Wow.
But you know, he doesn't actually think he's an idiot. He thinks he's like some genius.
I know, no. Buckman Bunch level IQ 70 slave shit right here. Echo Pineapple, the faggot British man. No wonder your country's being taken over by fucking Muslims, you bitch.
Double.
This is
dunk
what's
on
going
him.
on right now.
Yeah, he dunked on him twice. He got up right there.
Yeah, power
So
move.
I've got StreamYard, and I have Super Tip work perfectly on my channel.
By the way, when y'all are
funny
watching
though,
this,
when I
did you
bought
ever
my
just
new
lock in
laptop, I was-
into the window reverse shot and just kind of watch the back of Buckman's head for a few minutes? Or
I saw it there. Yeah.
For some reason,
That
struggle.
is funny.
But no, works perfectly fine on the laptop as well.
laptop as well.
If you
Oh.
do need it,
Mohammed has taken
if you
over
are
the
ever
Christian
going back to
Catholic
StreamYard,
cathedral.
let
That's
Annie
okay.
know.
This is
I
my
think she's
laptop.
sussed it out.
Oh, okay. Because Annie and I spent like 2 hours on the phone one day.
Ooh, name
Mm.
drop.
We totally
This
didn't
nigga
figure it
spends
out.
more time on the phone with people than
Yeah,
anybody
I
I've
think-
ever talked to.
Then John.
Like- Then John, he was talking about. I spent 2 hours on the phone with this person, 2 hours on the phone, and he can't. Like, it's one thing to call people and be like a boomer and talking on the phone, but he can't do like less than a 2 hour call with Dave, Sarah, Annie, Panhandler. Like, he does these 2 hour fucking powwows with these guys. It's fucking weird, man. Like,
Yeah.
have you ever talked, Chow? Have you talked to a dude on the phone for 2 hours lately? Like, other than maybe for
No.
a business
No,
discussion
no.
or something?
This shit's great too, though. The hit the like button.
Well,
You see
what
this
about
shit?
Ava? Ava, have you talked to a dude 2 hours on the phone, even though you're a female? Have you done that before as a former male
him?
to female?
To him?
No, to anyone. Have you done that to a male? 2 hours on the phone? 2 hours.
No, but there
Yeah,
was.
there
a
we go.
mo-
Stop.
there was a moment-
Stop. You're good then. No. Ava
This is
said
about
no.
Buckman. Oh,
Perfect. That's all I'll take. I'll take no. There it is. No.
Buckman did give me his phone number to reach out because he was concerned to make sure I was okay, and I.
Well, he
didn't
likes your tits. Because
He did. By the way, Buckman has said on multiple occasions he thinks Ava has great tits and MGD has a great ass. He said it multiple times, both of those lines.
Yeah,
a
he
chaser.
just
He's a chaser, bro. Like, I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that, but he's all over the place.
17, 12 years old, as long as you got great tits.
maybe I might be a slightly better student than yourself, Buckman. I don't know. But also, that was a while ago, right? That was a few months back. So
So a long time ago. And she took
Mm.
over my compute. She took over my computer and did it. So I didn't really have to be that
Mm.
much of a student. And
Yeah.
but she had a
that's what you tell the
hybrid.
police.
She had a
Mm.
hybrid system going.
Mhm.
And and there we go. But let's pop out our comments, but somebody actually figured out the milestone chats, because those don't come up. That's always
Yeah, that was an issue
problem.
from day dot that I noticed on EVMux. People,
Yeah.
I think I noticed that on Luigi's stream. Funny enough, like about a year ago, or maybe a little less than a year ago, they just don't come up. They don't draw your attention.
So, just a little tiny sidebar. This is getting all these guys riled up because the Tuki's producer guy was asking me if I knew how to do this. I guess apparently this other platform, you know how you have the green chat? If you have gifted membership, you can send a super chat for free.
Yeah.
Basically, that shit doesn't work on this platform they all use. So
Yeah, EV Mux for some reason didn't turn that fucking option on, so everybody gets pissed that their free, member chat doesn't come up on the screen, and Buckman forgets to read it.
But I made a bit out of it because I did one to the Beat Dabbler to promote J Mo, and they didn't read it. And I was like, dude, I earned that fair and square, that free gifted membership. You got to read it. It's the rules of YouTube. Just fucking with them. But then they were all like, wait, seriously, do you know how this works and shit? Because yeah, people get pissed if you don't read that shit. So yeah, they're breaking down that type of business.
So Buckman's in like damage control right now.
A little bit.
I had not talked about it. I mean, I knew it on stream, but I hadn't really said anything. And then Haley actually sent EVMux an email and got a ticket created. So we'll have to see, maybe that'll work. We'll have USB-C ports, but one of them gets taken up with whether it's going to be like he tends to volunteer to do stuff, and then when I ask him, it becomes everything becomes a pain in the ass, So
yeah, no, I get it.
We'll have to see, but good guy. I like him a lot, and I had mentioned him because I won't say your city, but he's in your city. That's where he's from, and his mom is there. He was going back to visit her. And I mentioned, a friend of mine from there is coming to Vegas, and then we got to talk.
He's telling him about a random friend of his. It's like the show hasn't. I don't know if he knows it's live, bro. It's 10 minutes in now.
The USB ports.
And he said, "Hey, look, if the guy needs anything brought back, I got 2 free bags, and I'm not using any, and blah blah blah." So there we go. And I have to see
very
next
nice
week anyway. So my mic is cracking. There's really not a lot we can do about any of this stuff tonight. We're just gonna have to live with it. We're just trying to stick it to Joey C.
Yes.
Did you happen to see
Joey C would never do
Nick's
what you do.
show on Sunday? Where he
Joey C
covered he covered Joey C and the court stuff.
No, I don't tend to watch a lot of mumbling. I love the guy, but it's normally politics.
I love the guy.
I've got zero interest in that, to be fair. So I'll pop along if it's one of his. I try my best, but I don't really watch the politics ones.
I normally.
They're talking about OG.
Yeah, OG numbling Nick. Yeah. Nick is a faggot, and pineapple ice cream sort of tells me enough.
I normally wouldn't see it either, just because it's Sunday night. I don't usually watch too much YouTube, but I had time this Sunday. He popped up, and I was really tired of the John Rodneys, all that stuff.
Yes.
Oh, are you tired of it?
So he was going to play the Joey C tapes.
You
And I was
fucking
like,
weirdo.
I haven't been able to find those. Somebody told me they took them down. So I wanted to see them. I didn't, or hear them. I didn't really get to hear that much, but I did get to hear Joey C.
He's fool's gold.
Basically say that
I echo.
he, was singled out and busted for this.
Busted? What?
Then corporations and everybody else steals millions, but because he only stole $18,000, he shouldn't get in trouble.
Perfect justification, right? Other people have done worse things than me. So okay, that's fine.
Okay,
Still illegal.
okay.
You still can't do it.
But why?
It's illegal,
why,
like 17 to 12 years old, still illegal, right?
Why is Buckman still stuck on Joey C breaking the law? He's a
I
criminal.
have no idea.
But
We
Rick
had,
Haley-
them, we,
Yes,
had
bro.
them, we had them on a while ago, And when Jeffrey Epstein,
Full Buckman.
when Joey C threatened to release the Epstein files if he ran for president, Buckman was like, "You can't do that. Wait a minute, you can't." Dude, you can run that shit back.
Totally.
I'm not even kidding,
Bro,
He did. He said that.
Buckman
What?
defended the Epstein files. Like, wait, you can't do that, Joey. Joey's like, I bet you're in them, Buckman. Holy shit! Wait a minute, what's going on, dude? I don't know anymore, bro. This shit's starting to get crazy. Hang on here. We had a show bricks ago. Joey C came on randomly, and he was, being Joey C. I love it. And Buckman was going off on it, and Joey C says, "You know what? If I became president and you vote for me, I would release everything about the Epstein files. I would release everything." And Buckman was like, "You can't do that. How dare you do that with his fake Jew valor shit that he does?" And then Joey C said, "You know what, Buckman? I bet you're fucking in those fucking files, you fucking weirdo. I bet you're in them." He's like, "What?" And then
Buckman was saying they're fake.
This. Yeah,
Forever.
they're fake. And then you flash forward to this. Whoa. Holy shit. Whoa. Joey C. King, Mr. President, I'm sorry that I ever doubted you. This man, there's a reason why he did what he did. And dude, it's nuts. Holy shit.
Our boy Bibley says
I
Akuma
love
talk
it.
starts at 1 hour, by the way.
No, I'm sure it does. It's for damage control. I'm not even gonna say it because I don't want to get banned from YouTube. It's just like
I just served. I don't have.
Yeah, go just play it. Just play this shit, bro.
Is there anything before the hour that's good, or should we just go?
No, I think if you go right,
all of it's good.
I mean, all of
good.
it's great. We could do this all night.
I'm just
fucking-
having an epiphany here.
He was talking shit
This
about
whole
us
stream
at
is like
one
a
point.
fever dream watching this. Like
I'm having a fever dream watching this, dude. I'm like, what the fuck? Joey C called him out for being like promoting the Epstein styles and like not want. Dude, what the fuck?
I was like half
YouTube.
asleep and put this on last night, and then it just alerted me, woke me up, and I couldn't fall back asleep after. I was like, "Wait, what is?" Oh
It's like,
shit!
Ava,
you wanna
get hit,
come on with
bro.
Dan?
Get hit, bro. Get
Yeah,
hit.
you want to come on with Ava? You want to go?
Yeah.
You know.
Dan
honestly,
super chat.
Oh, here we go. Sorry. go on.
Nice podcast, stupid for $2. Do you bring your fake service dog with you in New York City? Not usually, but he's not fake. He's a real dog.
I think he means the bib that you can put over them to make them pretend like they're a service dog.
Oh, the vest thing.
I assume so. Yeah, I
yes,
assume
the
that's what
vest, the bib.
Oh, okay. No, I have the card.
He always does that. He doesn't actually misunderstand your super
No, he
chat.
just deflects it and pretends.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah,
Oh,
no, I have
it's
my
a real
dog.
dog.
man.
It's a real
It's a real
dog.
dog.
It's not I'm not gonna answer the question. Oh no, he's talking about the bib. The vest that you put over it.
Oh, the
Oh,
bib. Oh,
no, I
the
don't know what
vest.
that is.
Oh.
About everything and anything, everything and all things. He does that.
You can do it. Big time Buck lets his dog piss anywhere.
Big time Buck.
I do, but my wife
can't
does
really
not.
stop your dog doing it. You
My
can't really
wife
stop
gets-
the dog once it's pissing.
Yeah, my wife gets what do you call it? She gets wigged out if he does anything.
He has a wife. You mean you're
but in a way, he is a service
transgender
dog,
fucking
you
man
know?
who's become a
My
woman?
wife can be highly dramatic and.
But you see how he smiles when he says that?
Taking
Like,
care of the dog.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
not a
key-
wife. It's
That's a
not
key
wife.
indicator
It's-
of like a shitty
I
person.
guarantee
Is
you
someone
this dude's
who
dating some tranny fucking. I'm sorry, Ava. Some tranny fucking weirdo faggot who promotes the downfall of British society. Okay,
Could be.
No, I see. He's at Barnes and Noble hitting on like
works
actual
well.
women.
Barnes and Noble,
That
you know,
but it was
yeah.
yeah.
it's no fucking Chris Firth. It's no. What do you call it? What's that?
Colin
fucking faggot?
Firth?
Hanson.
Colin Firth. There's no Colin Firth. No Hugh Jackman. None of those dudes are his wife or her. Whatever. have you.
Yeah.
You know, when he goes to see those.
Whatever
those
I'm
fucking
saying
geese-
is this: these people are fucking degenerate, faggot, scumbags, and they need to be destroyed. Terms of service. That's a joke. They need to be ostracized from the internet. Look at this.
He's even Buckmaning the pineapple is now.
Pineapple is a fucking tweaker, dude. Look at him. Have you
All right.
ever, dude? Downton Abbey? Anyone? No.
I've never. I don't watch any of that shit.
No one knows
Fuck
that
that.
is. Play it.
Let's see.
There's reason for gender roles, faggots.
Yeah, you have to meet my dog. You would think he was a service dog.
Yes, my dog.
But
It's like a kid to me.
It's pretty cool. And when you learn what the rules are, you're like, oh,
The rules to
almost
fucking him.
anybody
Peanut
can
butter
fit into
first.
this category. Almost any dog can fit into the category. So
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a service dog besides like for a blind
Besides looking at my
person,
balls.
or not it
Fucking
wouldn't be a
tweak.
service dog, but like a police dog. They're the only.
So
Dog.
gay. So gay. My God. That's so sad. Go keep going. Keep going, dude. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Just keep going, man.
What do we know about that dog that isn't sourced by Buckman? Like, do we have any intel on the dog?
Yeah, his asshole's very loose and his shit's flow.
He's
That's
put
what
it on. It's a Shiba Inu, so it's some type of designer shit. He probably, I don't know who copped it, him or his wife, but I don't know. Those dogs, I think they're pretty expensive, right? You know about them,
Yes.
Malware?
Shibas? Yeah, they're tight.
He's pitting it on Cookie. It sounds like he's punting it there.
I kind of feel bad for the dog, honestly.
I feel bad for his wife.
Yeah, I feel bad for Cookie.
With the dog's from Japan, and it's like it could live with any like super baller or anything, and it's in Buckman's just ugh.
Keep going. Keep going.
part of becoming an adult is knowing how to behave.
He's way too old for you to say that. He's not young enough for you to say that, Shmuel.
No, that's my one of the things that I watch. Like watching a guy like Chad. Several of them: Chad, Ray, John,
Tommy.
and Tommy. It's like you're not young. Like you know, at some point you
Where's
should,
Tommy
you
in the
should
chat?
learn a
There he
thing or
is.
two. Did you think John was talked into doing the reading Kumia stuff? Or did
this guy? I can't.
I'm gonna have to send Tommy the link, bro. Let me send Tommy the link. Fuck this. Tommy, you gotta come on.
I can't.
You're getting just destroyed everywhere, bro.
I can't.
There's
Oh
Tommy.
my god.
It's just so bad, bro. Let's get him on. The king
Yo,
of
what the fuck?
It's fucked up.
I can't. Whoa, dude. Oh my god, I gotta control myself. This is crazy.
Dude, what the
This
fuck,
is
bro?
crazy.
Tommy Jordan, even
you send him
Buckman's
the link,
talking
he'll
shit
come
on
on.
you.
He'll
He
come
put
on.
you.
It's getting grilled by Buckman.
I sent him the link, but you're on. He just put you on the Ray DeVito level, bro. Stuttering John level.
Do you think Stuttering John was talking?
Tommy, get
I'm
on.
like, nigga, what? I'm like, dude. Yo,
Alright.
these fucking fake Jews are killing me.
All right, I'm gonna let it run
John-
for a sec.
really maybe heard it from somebody and thought it was a great idea?
Yeah, I think maybe he kind
Maybe.
of, was somewhat convinced by it, but I don't think he kind of gets. I don't know, because I was about to say he wouldn't get told to do it, but that's a lie. He gets manipulated into doing everything.
Oh,
I don't
God, so
think it was
gay.
intentionally Ava manipulating him, but I think he actually paid attention, maybe accidentally, and was like, "Yes, that's a brilliant idea. I'm going to do that."
That's what happened.
So
Yeah, he does seem to take advice from people who don't necessarily have his best interest.
yeah, 100%.
And she very well may have. I mean, they may, people might have
think so.
thought thought that
I
was a
think she did.
great idea.
Mhm.
And yeah, I wasn't happy that Tommy did that. I don't think we should ever be going on stage. But I also think, right, and I also think part of the problem too,
Yeah, this is where.
planning on stopping him or trying to stop him.
Okay, good.
But let's see what Sam Bibley says here. Shmuel,
Shout out,
you're
Sam.
repeatedly going to defend Kumia on your program.
Thanks,
Don't you
Bibley.
think you should read up on what he's been accused of and why? You previously said you haven't looked into
Here
it.
we go.
So
That's what
I
everyone
did-
says as well, Sam. Unfortunately.
I did look into Mersh. Mersh put up a long post about it, and Mersh lost me when he was talking about using Danny Ross as his
Did Merce
person
lose
who
you when he sent a
informed-
laptop to a 14-year-old and he went to a fucking, I would say, what do you call it? A dance with a fresh 17-year-old.
Well, he never got there because he decided that there was no credible evidence. Like, the sources are bad. Not going to read any further.
This part was weird because I don't know who Danny Ross is, and I don't think he's a famous guy. But if Buckman,
it's the woman that he was.
No. Danny Ross is the old producer that was best buds with Cumia from the Opie and Anthony show.
Yes.
Danny Brand is the girl that he bit the hand of. So,
but for
Danny
Buckman
Ross
to
is
even
this
know,
little squirrely Jewish guy that used to be like Cumia's little gopher guy.
I just don't get how he knows who Danny is, but then doesn't know any of these allegations.
He does, dude. You dumbass.
I know
he's fucking pretending he doesn't. Jesus.
We'll keep going. We'll keep going.
Stuff, because Danny's always been batshit crazy. So I don't know, and I also don't know it's the internet, right? So I've got this guy
2004.
saying,
it's the internet.
look, it's a fact that Lucy went to that show and she was with Carl. Are they fucking? I don't know. And so I never know what people do. Like, I've heard that he bought this 12-year-old girl a MacBook computer.
12? Oh, my bad. Okay.
I don't know anything
14,
about
12.
that. So there we go. And I've never seen anything in his character that would indicate to me.
Oh, you don't?
He would be a pedo, but
what about
I
taking
remember
a 17-year-old to prom?
I remember
somewhat.
I thought she was 18. Well, 17 was legal in New York at the time.
At the time,
sure.
But that's
one second, Shmuel, 1 second. You said you've not seen anything. You've not seen anything in his character that could indicate anything of that sort. And then I say, well, what about when, as a 40-plus-year-old man, he took a 17-year-old to prom? And you went, well, it's legal. It's like, yeah, but it indicates that he's into younger women who are in their teens, right?
So that's not new,
though, is it?
Well,
sure,
17 is different than
everything's but.
I mean, if you want to hold people to some standards, dude, we gotta hold you and your fucking tweakers to some standards, and that's the shit. Go ahead, Dan. Sorry to interrupt you.
So, but there was a thing that, and I might have said this before, but I'll say it again. On that previous time when he talks about 17, he says, "Well, 17 was legal in New York at the time," and it still may be legal, but the way he even says it, like he almost sort of like just absolves. Well,
you're chicken extra. You're like, hey,
what's creepy about a 50-year-old going to prom with a 17-year-old? It was legal, so
it's like he's got a book of like, like you got like sales rejections, like how to handle rejection in a sales call. Like he's got a book of all of them for this, and he's like, well, but then back then, but this
cold calling with Shmuel.
Yeah, all the Cumia stuff.
Dan, you've been down this road with Buckman too. Like once he gets in this argument mode like this, he just passively will just make these like lazy excuses for just atrocious ideas. Like, well, 17, 18, same thing.
Well, I got something. Ava, you're a woman, right?
Whatever you need it to be.
No, you're a woman, right? Say yes or no.
Sure, whatever.
Okay. If you were let's say you're a young 14-year-old woman, you're in your prime. You're hanging out, doing your thing, you're playing wiffle ball, hanging on the recess, courtyard. And Anthony Cumia approaches you, you have some conversations, whatever have you, who knows what goes on from that, whatever have you. You're 17 now. You already got your iPad, you got your laptop, whatever have you, and then you're 17, and then he asks you to prom, and you're like, oh yes, and he builds you the whole entire board for you at 50 years old. You say yes, and then he takes you to prom. As a woman, how would you take that? And honestly, knowing how you are now, maybe you would have been.
Shut the fuck up with me a little bit. I get your bit, whatever.
You get what I'm saying, though.
I think the point that Echo's trying to make is you said that you cannot understand how, based on what you've observed about his character, and then he's now parsing, the 17-year-old prom thing into 12. So that's what really matters. But that was cute.
What? There's a bunch of.
But as a woman,
we all get it.
From what I gather, there's a bunch of little things.
As a woman, though, bitch.
As a woman, I concede, but I agree with Echo.
But as a man, you agree with Echo.
As a woman, and as a man, and as this hypothetical 14-year-old version of myself,
I'm kidding.
You wanted to.
As a woman, Ava agrees with pineapple, but as a man, he agrees with Buckman. I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
every version of me agrees with Eckel on this one.
Okay, good. Okay.
12, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But it's also not nothing. So you kind of, that's slightly disingenuous.
I can't.
Whatever. I thought, but he took a girl to prom, which is a very
Sure.
public event. It's not like he was
Mhm.
trying to, and I thought she was 18. But I mean, look, they used to have
But that's not massively different, is it?
Because that makes
17
all
and
the
18,
difference.
That's not amazingly different with regards to it.
right. But the Opie and Anthony show used to have a countdown clock for when some girl was going to turn 18. I think her name was Alex or something. And so
Sure.
it was.
Can I just ask you guys, like, all of us just being really real with each other?
Sure.
Do you think in this moment he does not understand like what he just stepped into? Or is he just like, I'm doing this in bad faith? Or is he just so dumb he doesn't get
He's
that?
dumb. He's low 70. Dude, have you not been watching the show? He is
No, I know. I
fucking.
was curious what
Shut
you
up,
thought.
bitch!
You shut up.
Shut up! He's 75 IQ, incel slave, but he has enough delinquents behind him that he's able to control them and use them. He's legitly 75 IQ fucking retard, dude.
He is. Okay.
This guy is 75 IQ.
Agreed.
All part of the gimmick. But also,
I knew.
But also, but yeah, that's the thing. He thinks it's like a gimmick. He's trying to rationalize it all the whole time. It's just like, why, bro?
That was NJ before even.
This is one thing that we've referenced it many times on Lifeforms for Buckman. But I got to give a shout out to Carlos Danger, Insufferable Bastards, because he had the tweet. It's Buckman fights the battles of the podcasters he admires as if they're his own battles.
Agree.
So,
Yes.
so this is he knows all the history of everything to Cumia, and he doesn't know what he's doing here. He's just locked into like, all right, I got this person's. This guy's like, I don't know, like why he's
Buckman Defense
pressing him.
Force. He comes out, he comes out all guns blazing for people that don't even give a shit about him.
No, but to better him though, for the betterment though, he won't do this for fucking Tommy. He won't do this for Lifeforms. He won't do this for the
By the way,
pineapple.
Chin is correct. It was the Olsen twin. It was the Olsen twins that they had the countdown for when they turned 18. That was a big thing on Opie and Anthony.
No. But you get what I'm saying though. He won't do this for anybody. He will never do this for you. You simpletons, you fucking lemmings, you slaves, you scumbag degenerates. He will never do this for you. He won't do this for anybody. Panhandler, he won't do this for you. But you know what?
No.
He will do this for Cumia. He'll do it for Carl. He'll do it for anyone who can push him up the pedestal, no matter how horrific or deranged or sick or twisted their back history or how they engage in infidelity and or sickness that they are.
Can I just say one other thing? Just
and defend it.
I just want to interject one real quick. So Hackamania now is, I think, 6 weeks away, if I'm not mistaken, or plus or minus.
It is a Satanist cult environment.
It's equivalent of basically NAMBLA at this point. I mean, it's like
no.
convention.
It's beyond that. It's beyond that. What's that shit that
it's not going well?
No. You know what that shit is? You know all this shit is? It's like what is it called? Remember when Alex Jones hopped into like
Burning Man?
Grove, Coconut.
Bohemian
Grove.
Bohemian Grove. These people, if you're not careful, and I joked about this, Buckman guided me by the waist, drugged under the influence on a drink that he gave me, out of my mind as I go into a room where I'm taken advantage of by his suitors. This is what that is. If you're not careful, watch out. It's a joke.
You will get drugged, and you
these
will
are
be
all
having
jokes.
sex. You will
These
get
are all
drugged, and you will
jokes.
be having sex with Cookie Buckman before the night is
These
over.
are all jokes. YouTube terms of service, you know, the meme, YouTube terms of service, whatever have you. These are jokes I don't want to get canceled, but I'm joking, but I'm not. Be careful. These people will take advantage of, will use you, will abuse you, and will leave you with nothing as they rise to the top. And they don't care what they have to say or what they will say as long as they gain something from it. And that is what a true life form delinquent degenerate these people are.
Chow, who is the big guest of honor at Hackamania this year?
Cumia and I guess Carl's still big, right?
Yeah, Carl.
and Carl to a lesser extent. So what is Buckman doing? He's getting ahead of the game right now. He's like, not only am I going to ball wash Kumia, I'm gonna be so far up Kumia's ass with my tongue that I'm gonna be able to taste the corn kernels up there. Like he wants to be so up in Kumia going into this, so that when he does come face to face with Kumia, Kumia's gonna put his hand on his shoulder and bless
to me,
Buckman to be in the club.
To me, I think
that's what this is all about.
To me, I don't think he did this to go full defense for. I think Buckman on this one, like he's kind of waiting to see how this all plays out. But for him, it's probably like, all right, the story might be dying down a little bit. I might as well milk it for a little bit content. I can get equal on, and hopefully it won't give me too much shit, and I can just maybe get some, some super tips or something like that. I don't think he came in strong on Kumia. He seems like he doesn't know how to message in this, but he's like, hey, this is a story thing I can get views on, which makes it really funny that he just steps in these landmines where he says what he says,
Nick in Fort Wayne for $1.99. Mir said 14-year-olds are prime.
Watch the show, you dumbass.
That's not new. Is also Chad's legal defense. Yeah.
Good point.
Look, you got me on that one. I mean, but I've seen John do things, and I've seen
pivot to John.
Yeah, just like he ran out of everything. His number one, like, quote unquote friend and pay pig and ball washer, NJ Pander's like, he's pissed because NJ Pander hates Kumia, but he's part of Buckman bunch. But now that Pander started doing his own show, he's bigger than Buckman. So this is a crazy life form thing that's happening because Buckman was the master. Now Ranger's kind of the student that became the master.
I'm gonna take a piss.
And there's like some shit going on between them. But I want to ask you this, Ava.
Yeah.
For Hackamania, I think what happened was Blatt got involved. And Blatt said, dude, Buckman, you don't lay off of Carl. Like, Carl's mine. And I'll ball wash Kumia. And or you ball wash Kumia, I'll take it. Yeah. So I think that's how they kind of worked it out, because they're both trying to get like on stage at Hackamania. That's number one. They've been working on it for like 6 months, but
that's a good riff. I haven't thought about it.
But I also do know
bringing Blatt into it. I like
that.
Blatt is like his number one plug for Hackamania.
Yes.
Also, like, usually the guys that are pedos are not the guys that are out there talking about younger girls and all of that. It's usually something they keep to themselves.
Objectively retarded statement.
I don't know, and it just feels like everybody.
How does he know who pedos are?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because that's like his favorite type of content. Like I told you, he talks about it in the churches, and then he seeks this type of stuff out for like content. So he knows all about it, but not with Kumia, but all these other like news stories about it, or like I posted because Dabble Stroyer had Creep Off as like number one show or number two. So I asked,
I'm the Dabble Stroyer.
I asked Brock, like, what's Creep Off? And it's like, oh, it's about like animal and children abuse, and it's about finding the creepiest people on earth and talking about them, all this weird shit.
Wholesome entertainment.
Like, what the fuck, bro? And that's like Buckman's lane, though, is like all that weird shit. So he knows this shit.
Women crushing animals with their fucking pumps, videos like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's right up Buckman's alley.
Yeah, it's fucked up, bro.
Out real quick. I'm so sorry. If anyone knows who Sir Jimmy Savile is, he notoriously would be flirting with young ladies. He would always mention young ladies. He'd make risque jokes all the time about young / underage girls. And it turned out he was a massive nonce. He was our country's biggest PDF ever. So the fact you're like, it's always the ones you don't expect. It's like, and it's also the ones that are in positions of power who are very popular and who joke about it. So to deflect away from the truth. So we'll see him in Vegas, and if he's with a 12-year-old, I will let you guys know. All right.
Yeah, he'll be with Missy, who's very attractive.
How does Buckman know who he's going with, and like how can he speak on that? It's like Buckman is fighting this like so hard. It's like 10 rebuttals from the other dude. It's impressive to watch like this back and forth, because Buckman's like It's like he's getting questioned or something about it personally. It's crazy.
I just love that he wasn't. He found himself having to concede something when he's like, "You got me on that one," and then like within a minute he's talking about how Missy B's hot.
Yeah. Well, I think he's just trying to get a pivot in.
He's pivoting, yes.
Why were you laughing about this? Ava?
Not somebody that I have. Oh, I think she burned her Twitter, but I was like, I took her off the follow and stuff because I would.
How come?
Because on Saturdays she would be putting up, Hitler's picture and saying what a great guy he was, and then on Sunday she'd be, you
What's wrong
need to
with
go
that?
to mass, and
So you
talking
didn't
about
like
how
a
she got a
religious
new
thought.
Bible, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Stolen Jew
yeah,
valor.
Those two things
I
don't
wish
go together.
ATP was here. Stolen Jew valor. Like he gives a fuck about Hitler's fucking picture, bro. I love it.
So
Stolen Jew valor.
Buckman, the god of his own world, decides like, oh well, she posted that on Saturday and then posted that on Sunday. She no longer earns my follow, no matter how beautiful she is to goon off to.
Bullshit. He's
Bad, bro.
He's vibing for his Jewish oligarchy members who are watching over him. Dude. This is it. This is a cuckery, dude. Everyone's watching it, dude. This is a good goyim. Wow. He's defending pedophilia, everything.
And I constantly get the with Anthony. I constantly get, he's just black baiting. I don't know if that's the right word, but he's just baiting. He's just baiting. No, he's probably a racist. And but I'm not.
He is a racist.
Probably.
It's not like a friend of mine, and I'm not.
He's not a
I'm
friend.
not really defending him.
But I'll defend the 17.
I'm not really
Might
defending
sound
him,
like
but
that.
I'm defending him.
He's such a
Yeah.
coward.
You know what I mean, guys.
I'm not really
Defending
defending the 17-year-olds, but I don't really see a problem with it.
Just low life.
If you saw Ray earlier, he went live, and just out of the blue to start the show, he's like, "Yeah, I don't really know Kumia, and like, I don't think he knows who I am." And it's like,
It's
yeah, I heard
damage
some.
control.
Yeah, because like the day before, Ray's saying on his show, like, "Oh yeah, I started the Kumia chant, and I was the guy who gave him a high five after the police talked to him." And
Dude,
now
Chow.
he's like, "Oh, I don't know who. He
Chow.
doesn't know me." Yeah.
Chow, for real, if Kumia didn't have any of this weird shit about his allegations or his racism, whatever have you about him, these faggots wouldn't be like, "Oh, I support him, but I really don't. Like, I don't know who he is." These guys would be on their fucking knees guzzling the cum that came out of his fucking chopped off fucking dick tip, bro. His shlomed off fucking Jewish cut off cock.
Okay.
These fucking goyim faggots will be on their fucking knees sucking this fucking chopped off fucking
Kumia?
white man's cock.
Good news,
But
it's
you know
after
what?
11 p.m. on the East Coast, so you can say these things now. We're out of prime time.
But since has a little controversy, they have to watch what they say. But you know what? They're still guzzling the fucking cum from his fucking Jewish cut off cock. That's what they're doing.
But don't you think this is like some residual clout that they're chasing?
is.
Because
No,
he's
no,
not
it-
even.
it-
He doesn't have like.
I know, but he's Kumia, bro. They're like, it's Kumia. Like, I'm a Kumia fan. I love Opie and Anthony. I really do. I love that show. But you know what? I would never sell my soul to promote degeneracy like they do, so Kumia can suck the fucking cum from my Jewish cut off cock. I wouldn't do it, man. These fucking incel faggot white goyim fags are fucking taking it like they should. You know why? Because they're fucking goyim. They're slaves. They're garbage. Look at goyim on the fucking Talmud. Look that shit up in any type of Jewish, I would say, biblical sense. Goyim, those white slaves, deserve to be slaves. These goyim deserve to be slaves. They're low IQ, faggot individuals who will never be anything more than goyim. They're garbage. They're delinquents and they're scum upon the earth, and they'll be used as such. That is why they are who they are. And we're seeing
Making
it now
Fort
in
Wayne
4K.
for $4.99. I was watching the show. You literally said 14-year-olds are prime, Mir. Is that true?
Dude,
He was joking.
dude, you want to?
You were riffing.
Dan, don't be a goyim. Come on, bro.
I'm
Don't
not-
pull that up and act like, is that Trumer? Don't do that to me.
Okay,
bro.
I'm sorry.
You play
I'm
the
sorry.
show
That
back
was,
and you'll see what
that
I'm
was very
saying.
Buckman-esque of me to do that. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it was kind of gay.
I'm not a Buckman ball washer. I'm a Buckman former. like I helped form Buckman into what he was, and basically he kind of betrayed the code by doing that shit.
You're like one of those guys that leaves Scientology or leaves like the Mormon church and you know and does YouTube videos about how awful it was and brainwashed you were. Like that's you're reformed.
It's brainwashed.
I feel like you're Buckman's David Attenborough. I think
here's something. Hey, shut up. Here's something. Chow, zero credibility. No, he doesn't, you fucking faggot. He has great credibility. He's told everything since the day
Not with
one.
him, but
you know what? I'll fucking ball wash my Goyim brother.
Cheers, brother. My fellow gatekeeper.
You know, here's the thing. You know what? Choose your side. We're done choosing the side of the Goyim or the faggots who promote the Goyim or whatever have you. We are beyond that now. We're based. We're here. We're ready. We're not going to indulge in this degeneracy. Chow is legitly the king. He knows what's going on. I'm going to say something right now. I said I didn't think Final Boss or this shit with fucking faggotry, what's his name, Buckman, would go on to the point that it did, but it did. You know what Chow said to me? He said, you know what? I coined it sooner in my head. I was like, holy fuck. Chow knows, bro. Chow knows. Me as a Goyim was like, yo, I get the Jew influence. I thought it would be later on, you know, in time, you know, to the point where they're like, you know, oh, but Chow coined it even fucking sooner. You know what? Because he knows. He can decipher that shit. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Chow is fucking on it, bro. Chow, this is why Chow is in everyone's fucking mindset. He's in everyone's fucking mind. He's in everyone's fucking, like, dude, Chow is him.
Boy.
Chow is him. He's mogging. He's extra maxing. He's flex maxing. He's not gesture maxing because Chow doesn't know gesture max, bro. He's tougher than that. He's mogging every single instance of his DV, and it's his. What was it CV Lou said when Buckman and him were going at it? You say he said Chow created you, Buckman?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
did say that.
Yeah. Chow is him. Chow is him. I'm gonna say it right now. I am honored to be in the presence of Chow. Chow's a fucking king, y'all. I'm not.
Chow was in Shmuel chat every show, talking him up. Says Zionist Frankenstein shill for $1.99.
All right, pull
That's
the
already been
receipts.
disproved.
Yeah, pull the receipts.
But I was in Shmuel chat too.
Yeah.
But the
Shmuel
thing
chat's
is,
kind of based, right?
Hang on.
Yeah,
What did the person say? Very clear. Ava is cucking to Murr. Ava is scared. Ava legitimately threatened to kill me and my family.
No, Ava didn't.
No,
Oh,
I'm
did Ava
kidding.
too?
No, I'm kidding. This is a joke.
No,
she's not here, but it's fine. Ava and I are sweet. We love trannies. Ava and I love trannies. We love the cock. We love everything about it. It's great. Go ahead. Let's keep playing this video.
Hey,
Who's the
Aussie
Aussie
guy's
guy?
here.
Who's this?
Do you know
I don't
Aussie
know.
guy?
No, who's this
No.
fag? What's up, man?
Oh, wait,
We
we
don't
lost.
need-
No, he's
Where's
gone
that
now.
guy?
Go like a
Sorry,
good
okay,
goyim.
hold on. I'll
It's
bring
like
him
a
back.
good goyim. He sits down and doesn't take his spot. Good goyim.
No, we
lose
don't
him?
need him. Yeah, I
Okay.
kicked him.
All right, sorry.
But
Yeah.
but
It's a difficult one.
it's
though,
more that I
because
don't care. So
it's a difficult one because if someone asks me, well, Echo, you've said all this shit to Buckman. What do you think about Anthony? I go, yeah, it might be true. But if he's in Vegas, I'm still going to go up and be like, hi, do you want to sign this for me? Nice one. And walk off. So
So they want autographs, I guess. Like they're
Gay.
yeah.
Gay, dude. I've done shows.
Hey.
I've had fans. Dude, autographs are gay. Come on, just take a picture and move on.
yeah,
there you go.
but
There's my morals for you.
but it's kind of
Oh, yeah.
and
based that the pineapple could just say that, like, yeah, I would say that Anthony has been kind of creepy, but when I see him in person, I would probably ask him for an autograph. That's
It's
exactly what
degenerate.
that's exactly what Shmuel is not doing. Is like he'll dicky just to be around him and be in his presence, and he probably knows that Anthony has been creepy, but he's just gonna defend him like it's him, no matter what, on every show. So I think it's the same. Like it's the same with if Shmuel would just admit it and stop treating the chat like we're stupid, then it would probably be an entirely better situation. But when he lies to the chat, I think the chat kind of turns on him.
Yeah, you thought that on your own. Malware, why am I so mean to you, bro? I don't know why. You're awesome, bro. Dude.
No, malware's right up there. He's right up there with the malware's got some shit that's going on with Buckman. I don't know how much you want to talk about that shit.
No. Let's
what about AI Buckman?
Yeah, he created an AI Buckman, bro.
I'll give you the link to AI Buckman.
Send the link. Let's keep going.
No. All right, let's go.
We'll say that when I saw him when he was at DabbleCon 2, he was hanging out at the bar, and man, the chicks were running to him, not the other way around.
The 14-year-olds were running.
So,
yeah.
You know, who
what chicks and how many chicks were there?
The 17-year-olds were running, bro.
Chicks were running to him like groupies were running to Kumio, right? That's what he's trying to say.
There aren't a lot of hotties at Hackamania.
Yeah, come on. Look at the pineapple going up. Nah, the women were running at him. Like, yo, this
and NJ Ranger Mint, you don't get it. He was funny 20 years ago. 20 years ago we were all a lot longer.
I was legitimately 7 years old last time they were funny.
Anthony is a poster child for a boomer brainwashed by his Twitter feed, not commenting on any of his takes or belief, but they're all sculpted by his scrolling algorithm. His brain is mush.
Yeah.
Damn facts.
So Shmuel just said he doesn't care whether Kumi is a pedo. No, I don't care about that. I don't care about Kumia, not whether he is a pedo. I don't happen to think he is, but it's it. AB. Oh, that was the wrong one. I thought that was Final Boss. That sounds true, Brock.
Well, to touch on that real quick.
Yeah, because we don't have a ton of time.
I got about 20 minutes. I got 20 minutes.
Let's talk Final Boss and him putting out that video merch.
Okay, let's do that. Let's switch gears and do that real quick. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I got 20 minutes. I got head out here at 10:35.
Yeah, because what do you think of that malware? Why do you think Blob did that?
I think he had it in him. Like it was always going to come to this. And I know you guys are on like the Final Boss is like a life form, but I think he's on a redemption arc.
You did not watch our recent episode, then you don't know.
No,
we actually gave him a lot of credit last night. Believe it or not, it kind of turned into a little bit of a sort of.
A little ball washing.
Yeah, I mean,
credit.
It's not ball wash. This is acknowledging something.
Acknowledging that the upside for Final Boss is pretty good. Like he could. There
he is. I love it. This fucking faggot. Dude. Final Boss is such a fucking faggot.
I'm the Devil Destroyer. I'm Final Boss.
Faggot is here right now. I love it.
Of the Devil Destroyer.
What is that? What's he fucking saying? This fucking tweaker, dude. Hang on.
He's the super chatter of being me yet.
I love it, dude.
I'm the Devil Destroyer.
Yeah, oh wow, they're talking about me. This fucking hang on. Pause that.
I'm the Devil Destroyer now.
Hang on. I'm gonna say something real quick. We've done this show for the past hour and a half. This dude hasn't showcased anything. Then we say, "Hey, Final Boss," and he's like, "Boing! I gotta hop in there because I need to take advantage of everything I need and everything this and everything that."
He's been sitting in the back, laying in the cut, waiting for us to say his name.
Gooning. He's gooning, bro. This guy is no. Wait, hang on. Not hang on, Mir. Hang on, Chow. I'm gonna say something real quick. This guy is a fucking gooner. This guy's a fucking loser. You know what? I'm gonna stop myself short because I'll say it later. What I'm gonna say. So you say your part. Go ahead, Chow. I'm gonna say this later on. I'm gonna save it for the.
I'll tell you this. It's been 1 year now since when I was on Clown Town and Final Boss wanted me to come on, and Papa Kill and Big Dub and Povo were like,
Final Boss wanted you to come on?
Yeah, because he was like my biggest fan.
What a faggot. Yeah, I know he is.
And they were like, yeah, he looks up to you. He kind of wants to be like you. Like, what do you think of him? And I'm like, I don't know. I just can't fuck with him. He's just too gay, you know? Like,
yeah, he's a fag.
Yeah, like all that shit. And ever since then, bro, he's been like secretly resented me, but our Lifeforms has basically put him to where he's at now and built him up to this level. So anything good he ever does has got to be from just mimicry of us, because now he leveled up a week or two after he started doing a Chow impression on every stream. You saw that shit, right? Malware on Clown Town. Where he's like,
keyword malware. Child impression. Now he's leveled
Oh, he
up.
said Chow. But okay, but I think like the criticism has like been sharpening him.
exactly. That's
As
what
a
I'm saying.
child,
We built him.
as a childlike mindset, yeah. It's been sharpening him. Like, hey, we'll not take advantage of you because you're a child, but you know, you got the mindset, so maybe we can like push you in a certain way. Maybe. You know.
But Chow, you remember like the first time we streamed, I streamed with him and you were on it. I think what you're just referring to, and he was like, I don't know, he was like spurging out, like he was going
That
crazy.
was a couple months old. That was a couple months after. That was like a couple months after that first time, because we covered it in Lifeforms 1. He was begging me to follow him on X. He was like replying to my stuff saying, "Why can't you follow me? I'm like, Bob Levy follows me. Are you not like?"
Chow never recovered from KB putting him down, dude. You're an idiot, dude. Just take that shit off. Take that shit off.
But his stream with Carl the other day on Husey, like, you know, he has like a voice. The things he says, he has like good input. He doesn't get offended super easy. I mean, I think
what?
It's a low bar you're
That's
talking
bullshit.
about.
He doesn't get offended. He's like, hang on. Dude, I can't with this shit, bro. Malware, you're spewing fucking lies here, dog. He doesn't get offended. He's like, you're fucking
Recency
for real,
bias.
dog?
He had one good show.
No.
one good show is a lot. That's a lot.
Yo. Are you talking about Final Boss getting offended easily, right?
Yeah, let me see what you got.
Chow,
There
what's
you
that
go.
Zionist Frankenstein guy? He doesn't like you.
I know. Hang on.
No, I've never seen him.
I don't know. Here's something
He's
real
pissed.
quick.
Oh, you know who it is? It's fine. It's one of Final Boss's dude. It's Final Boss. Yeah.
Oh, the new devil.
That's a Final Boss.
I'm Zionist Frankenstein.
Final Boss is smart. Listen to Final Boss. I'm smart.
But
look at him.
Dan, when did you and Final Boss like have a rift? Because I thought you liked them.
No, hang on. Before you say anything, Malware, you're an idiot. Be quiet for 1 second, okay? You said something about like Chow and him and having something. Here's the biggest thing for me with Final Boss, and I started to notice. I was like, dude, it's just like there's levels to it because they're fucking goyim and they're fucking scumbag, low IQ levels of people. Here's the top. Here's Anthony Cumia, right? Anthony Cumia is right here, right? You see my hand? Anthony Cumia, Carl, Stuttering John, battling each other, you know, what have you. And there's Buckman down here. He's about 73 IQ level slave. He is a slave to Cumia and all those other people. He's not a slave to the people below him, but he's willing to promote their shit, you know, whatever have you, to trick the masses that he controls. So there's that. Then you go lower. We go 71 IQ because I think Final Boss has finally evolved from 70 IQ because he's such a fucking retard, but at the same time, he finally evolved from it. And he's trying to grow. But here is my thing on this that proved to me that, because we did show you a few days ago, I was like, oh, yeah, Final Boss is like 73 IQ. And this happened. I'm like, you know what? Maybe he's not. Maybe he's still under the influence and he's still controlled by Buckman. Some shit happened where people are talking about fake accounts. I don't know, Dan and Chow. I don't know.
I mean, it was Dabble Destroyer is definitely Final Boss.
Yeah, so that's
that's almost definitely Final Boss. He's the king of alts. He loves alts.
I'm not disagreeing or agreeing. I'm just saying, okay, I got it.
Okay. And I just want to answer Malware's thing about Final Boss. It's very similar to what you said about him being kind of, you know, steel, you know, sharpening steel. I feel like it's a little bit of my responsibility to keep
what men do.
Final Boss on edge a little bit. I feel like I'm helping him a little bit. Like, so if I go easy on him, then he's gonna fall back into his old way. So We got
Of
to keep him on his
Doritos.
fucking toes. So I have a begrudging respect for Final Boss.
So
I agree with you. I even said last night, I said, I feel like he's leveling up a little bit. I feel like
So-
he's not
No,
the
he's not.
neophyte
No,
that he
he's
was
not.
a year ago.
He's not leveling up. Hang on. I'm gonna read this to you right now. This is why I know he's not.
Tommy
leveling
Jordan
up.
says,
This-
Lil
this-
Mir, you look like a Keebler elf, my boy. How tall?
Hey, did I ruin a legendary personnel set because I was too fucking sedated in my own drugs and ketamine to fucking handle myself? No, I wasn't.
Wait,
You're
you
an
think
actual
Tommy was
re-
on K?
Yeah, he's on
was.
ketamine. He's on Xanax. He's on perks. He's probably on something that lowers the because he's such a fucking loser. He's such a fucking bitch that he has to take drugs to like lower the anxiety of what he's about to do. So I'm sure he's on ketamine or something. So he rushed on Stuttering John's stage to tear apart those fucking papers because he's probably on ketamine. He's probably on something that like reduces the aspects of
No.
anxiety.
No.
And then when he turns that stage, he goes,
No,
look at me.
ketamine makes you do really smart things. I don't think that was a smart
Dude, you're a
thing.
fucking idiot. You know what the fuck you're talking about. You fucking
Maybe it
Jew.
was Zan.
So shut the fuck up, dude. So anyway, I'm gonna go back into what I'm saying here.
Yeah.
So
Almost done. Yeah.
So basically, what I'm talking about is with Final Bosses. Everyone's shitting on him, blah blah blah, and then he comes out here like a fucking bitch and says, "The only reason this pisses me off is because there's a million real things that people have and will troll me on. It's just so lame and frustrating." And his English is so bad, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm like trying to work with it here. That fake shit is taking off. And I just said to him, I said, you know what? Make sure to report it to your owner, Buckman. And if we have anything to do with anything, who you're aligned with and who you relate with, Buckman says everything. And this is why Final Boss is trying to jump shit and take control of the Buckman bunch, is because this Buckman has did the evil, the final no saying everything is protecting a certain amount of sex ages within an individual where it seems inappropriate within society, and Final Boss sees the area where he needs to jump ship, and that's what he's doing right now. He's jumping ship and taking control of the Buckman bunch, dude. And you know what? Here's something right now. I'm gonna say this right now. Hey, Siggy Jones. Hey, Fat Boy Hormone. Hey, all you faggots that promote Buckman and defend him. Hey, Pineapple. Hey, I don't know. I mean, there's tons of fucking fags.
NJ Panders, huge Buckman bunch.
Hey,
Tommy
Panhandler.
Jordan's Buckman bunch.
Hey, Panhandler, Tommy Jordan, all you fucking faggots. I want you tomorrow morning defend what Buckman said. And you know what? Here we're gonna do. Chow has that clip out. Comment in it and defend it. Defend it. You know what? You fucking won't. You want to know why, you fucking faggots, you fucking bitches? Because it's fucking disgusting. It will ruin your careers. It'll ruin what you do to gain some type of clout in life. And you know what? You won't fucking do it. No matter how hard this guy did, no matter what he did to promote you fools, you won't defend him. You know why? Because you're fucking leeches. You're garbage. You won't do shit. There's no fucking loyalty. There's nothing. You will fucking eat him and spit him out and shoot him to the side so you can get forward with anything you want. I say this right now. Final Boss, Panhandler, Tommy Jordan, NG Ranger, I will say
Big Hormone.
OG Numbly Nick, all you fucking faggots that hop on Buckman's show and fucking promote his garbage. You know what? Chow has that fucking clip on his fucking Twitter or X. Hop in those comments and fucking defend it and tell me, give me a logical explanation of why it should be defended. You fucking won't. You fucking roaches. You fucking garbage human beings. You fucking leeches. You want to know why? Because you're fucking scumbags. You'll fucking look for anything to gain you a fucking dollar, a fucking buck above the other human being. Buckman is a fucking retard and should not have promoted you people. You know why? Because you're not loyal. You're garbage. He is a fucking goyim, incel, low sanity IQ person, and he fucked up by engaging and installing low IQ sanity goyim slave IQ people like you are. And that's it. And if you don't do it, we all know. And I'm gonna say it here first, and I hope this fucking blows up. I hope this fucking goes to all these other fucking people. It is what it is. You people are truly fucking. You're not scumbags. You don't promote anything. You don't truly have a sense of honor. You don't truly have a sense of respect and or of a people and or of a leader that you truly look towards. And that is what you do when you fall into the hands of Satanism and of evil. You can laugh all you want, Ava. You got
I agree. I agree with you.
I know, you're a degenerate, but at least you know you are. What I'm saying is this. These people truly know that they are in the succubus of the devil himself. And they can laugh and they can chise and they can like laugh hee hee hoo hoo. But at the end of the day, just know this. It might be a joke to you. It might be a joke to the community around you and whatever have you, what you're doing. But you always remember this. You sold your soul. You sold everything that you represent in life. You sold to the masses that you are willing to put up with and or promote or to defend something that is diabolical. And that will stay with you forever. And I'm proud to say this right now in my heart. No matter, I'm an Opie and Anthony fan. I love them. But I'm proud to say this. That stuff is diabolical and it's evil. And I will stand against it no matter what. I will always defend against it. I will always dissociate from it. I will always say it is not good. And Ava, you can laugh all you want, bitch. I hope your fucking fake tits aren't real.
Here we go. No, you're right about
that was well said, Mir.
I know, no. Am I wrong? Am I right? Like I don't know anymore. Like I'm being laughed at here. Am I surrounded by fucking Judases? I don't know anymore.
By the way, Bo Beats Black Sheep for 2 Canadian. Mir, you have equated emotionality as low IQ, yet you
hang on, shut up. Am I low IQ to the point where I think 17 and 12 years old are the same thing, you fucking retard? I'm done with this shit, dude. I'm really done with it. I like Anthony and Cumia. That's Opie and Anthony. I love Anthony Cumia, Combat Man. It's funny as fuck, but I'll never fucking sit here and sit to myself and say, oh, it's 17 of 12. Or who knows? Dude, I'm going to say how it is. It's disgusting. And all these people who promote it is disgusting. And I don't know why these fucking low incel sheep fucking promote it. It's fucking sad as fucking
Metal Gear
disgusting.
Solid. These degenerates defend it all. Shmuel, Ricada, Shuli.
Yeah, they all defend it, of course. Murray, you should have a dick measuring contest against Ava. I will, and Ava will fucking, she chopped it off, so it's all good. Anyway, so.
Yeah. No, that was a good riff. You're right about Momo and Nick. He's really turned out to be an absolute cuck. I think we need to give credit to Final Boss because when he was with Carl, he had the balls to like bust his balls and back Dan up when Carl's strategy was to just make it that Dan and everyone has a conspiracy against him. Final Boss came in, he fucking doubled down, backed Dan up, and then got a good line when he said, what kind of guy is he? So we got to give him that credit. Don't know what's going on with him and Buckman. Hopefully he will repudiate what happened with Buckman in this disaster Echo interview.
Final Boss did have some great lines in that.
Hang on. Fuck is this dude talking about? I can't right now, bro.
We
can't restart that.
Before we get out,
hit the rewind.
Before we get out of here tonight, so yeah, Mersh jumped on this real heavy, and that's what Final Boss ended up clipping. He clipped Mersh reacting to the Buckman thing, and Mersh is like balls deep into Cumia lore. So he was the one who, and he takes it super emotional. So he was cortisol spiking on Buckman. He said Buckman betrayed him. He helped him out. And so Mersh has bought hurt with Buckman too. And he said, I'm going to try to destroy him. I'm done with Buckman. This guy, I knew I wasn't going to judge a book by its cover, but now I'm coming out saying this shit. And it's like, this is all Final Boss tying back to what we said, final boss is trying to worm his way in with Mersh. And he puts it out. Ice Dancer's in the mix with all of it. And Buckman's now just basically riding solo with probably never do a stream again. Who knows? So it's crazy.
So let's take our final thoughts through this, okay? We're gonna start from Dan to Ava to Malware to Chow to me. Dan, you start first off. Let's do our final thoughts on this, bro.
You know, I thought the night started a little somber. You know, I think we all get really right into it off the bat and how disappointed we are. But I think we've come to the conclusion that there are some people that are choosing to follow the right path, the path of God, the path of righteousness, the path of improvement, self-improvement. And then there are other people that are choosing the path of sin and of avarice and of greed and sloth. And I know which path I'm taking. And I hope that other people will follow it and not follow the way of people like Shmuel Buckman.
All right, Ava, you're up.
I think Buckman has got a disaster situation here. Normally when people want to critique Buckman, it's just so monotonous that it's hard to communicate. He's now got a lot of clips that just kind of discredit him as a human being that he's going to have to deal with for the rest of his life. Anytime he wants to go to bat against somebody else, they can just pull up the clips from this interview last night with Eckel. It's an absolute disaster for Buckman, and I think that's the takeaway from the night.
All right, Malware, go ahead.
Yeah, I tried to preach to Buckman every time he would go live. He needs to trust in his chat and take heed from what we say. But he just turns against us every week, and it's a disappointment. There's a reason we're building AI Buckman, because it'll be all like the dumbfoundedness and the authority speak without like actually being a truly sinful being. So
We're gonna try. You're up.
Yeah, it's a crossroads, like we said with Final Boss, and Final Boss kind of went one way. You said it's all over. I don't know. I'd be surprised to see him stream again, but he is a life form, so life forms never stop. And
yes,
from what I gather, he thinks everything went great today. So I don't know. They ask him, have you no shame later in the episode? And he says, no, I don't. So maybe to him, it's fine. It's cool. And he doesn't care. He just cares about getting to Hackamania. At one point, I wanted to play it too. He talks about how like he's never seen more cocaine than at Hackamania 1. And
no,
that's a whole system story, but
save that
yeah.
for time.
Do you think he knows he has a problem?
What?
Do you think he knows he has a problem here? Like, do you think he recognizes that last time he's created a problem for himself, or is he still like just?
I think so, but not from like what he said. He's always trying to manage his relationships and his like calls and chats, because he's when he ball washes one person, he upsets someone else over here. Like NJ Ranger's mad that he's ball washing Kumi. It's way too. He put himself in a web that he's. Yeah, it's a problem, but not for why he think. And the reason we think it's a problem is not the reason he thinks it's a problem. So that's my final thought, Mir.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
It's a crossroads.
It is.
Clout is a hell of a drug, as the answer succinctly puts.
I'm gonna say is this: all these people in the fucking chat, all these people saying crazy shit, all these people who are defending him, and I mean it, and I mean it from the depths of my soul, for real. I mean it from here in my heart. This is not a good person.
No,
he never will be. He never has been, no matter what. First off, let's see it right here. Stolen Jewish valor. That is already disturbing within itself. And I'm not just joking because like, oh, the Jews or whatever have you. Don't pretend something you're not. That's the first one. Second, he comes on here with a fucking British faggot whose country's being destroyed. And the faggot has enough audacity, wherever the fuck the verbiage is for that, to combat Buckman and says, well, you know, this is that. And Buckman goes, 17, 12 years old. What's the difference? Hey, you know, I mean, 17 and 12, I mean, they're not the same, or 17 and 14, but like, dude, I'm going to be honest with you, Buckman. And I'll be honest with anyone fucking here right now. All these fucking faggots in the chat trying to say shit about me and like acting crazy and like being like off hinged, being hinged, doing this, doing that, Murray, you're doing too much, this and that. I'm not doing too much at the end of the day. What I'm doing is I am showcasing something that is truly fucking despicable. And you can laugh, bro. You gotta stop laughing, dude, because you're knocking me off my shit. It's not like it's... Dude, chill. It's not like it's insane.
I've muted Ava for you. Finish.
Okay, thank you.
Finish strong.
Hang on, dude. You know, you know what? Hang on. I'm gonna pour myself a drink. I'm gonna finish it, and then I'm gonna close out. Ava, you know what? No. Ava, come here. Bring Ava on. Unmute her real quick.
Hey, baby.
Ava, we're not in the show yet. I'm gonna make a small drink. I'm gonna chug it real quick, and I'm gonna go off on my fucking shit.
All right.
I want you.
Okay.
Truly, I'm not kidding you. Look at me.
Right.
Truly.
I already believe you.
Okay. Truly, as a person who cares about children, who cares about people, who cares about a narrative that is pure and who is true, and you've gone through it before. You've gone through with people like saying horrible shit about your family and you.
Don't make this about me.
I will a little bit, bitch. So here's what I'm saying. Just like, be real. What do you think about what this man is saying towards defending something that he knows is wrong, but he will defend it anyway? Just give me like 3 minutes. I'm going to chug my drink, and then I'm going to finish off this shit.
I called this a long time ago when I got my first argument with him. This guy is morally bankrupt. He'll defend anything that is just represents greed and just even pedophilia, apparently. And Dan, I think, has seen this from the get-go. This is a morally bankrupt monster that needs to be contained and is a menace to society. And I've been saying this all along. At first, when I first saw him, I was like, is this guy like some kind of bird watcher, Dr. Steve type scientist? Then you start hearing his thoughts, and he's a deranged like psychopath. And I think that he needs to be contained. And yeah, he'll end up in prison, I think, in the next 3 years, easily.
No. Whoa. Hang on. This guy's an idiot. Everyone ignore what he just said. This guy's an idiot. Whoa. Buckman. Jesus. He won't go to prison. He won't go to jail. He won't do... Are you for real, you dumbass?
At this rate, if he gets a little bit power, he's a dangerous man. And he feels like he's getting power, and I think that that's going to land him in prison. And I think you agree with me.
Wow. Wow. All I'm gonna say is this: Buckman is a fucked up individual. I feel very sorry for the fucking people who follow him, who fucking dive into his like his YouTube channel, who fucking go into his chats, who go into his inner circle and expect him to be there for them and expect him to be the hierarchy person that he is. And Dan can profess to this. Atheists, AAA, scumbags are not like that. They are fucking they will use, abuse, and manipulate you to the betterment of their own personal references. Dan, can you speak on that for 1 second before I dip, bro?
Yeah, absolutely, Mira. So, atheism, Alcoholics Anonymous, NAMBLA, these are the associations of the devil. They have come on earth.
The fucking devil!
To mess with our minds and to control us. And not for the betterment of society or the detriment of society. Free will is real. God is real. God is what you want God to be. God is not, the guy, the old man in the sky. God is the all of this. So when you push away God, you're pushing away everything. you're taking a very pessimistic view of the world, of humanity, and just the universe in general. It's a very bad way to live. And people like Buckman, because they have a solipsistic view, because God is not external, God is internal for Shmuel Buckman. Shmuel Buckman thinks he is God. And I'm here to tell you right now, Shmuel Buckman is not God. He's not a God. He'll never be a God. He can tell himself whatever he wants. He can have all the sycophants he wants. He can clout chase all he wants and ball wash all he wants. But at the end of the day, he's a broken man with 3 divorces and a very miserable life. And that's the facts.
And I'll say that right now. I was a broken man once. I was broken. You can laugh all you want. I was broken, bro. The gays were upon me. They took advantage of me, and I was receptacle to it, bro. I'll be honest here. I'll be honest with everyone here. I was in a dark presence in life. You know what? I never succumb to the darkness that is perceived upon me now. Unmute him. Unmute him. It's okay. It's okay. I can hear the laughter.
Sorry, I just didn't want you to get
I muted myself.
It's okay. I can hear the laughter. I can hear the laughter. I'm not King Ava. Like, listen to this. This is like a true creed, bro. I was gay once. I was taking advantage. And no. I will say this true. I know Chow hates it because Chow hates fags, but I'll say this right now. I was manipulated, seduced, and fucked on by faggotry, seduction, and homophobia to the highest extent that where it is wrong. And here's the thing. I'm okay being fucked by the ass. I don't care. You can fuck me. You can fuck my friends. I don't care. Take advantage of us. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, we're adults. If you want to penetrate us. But when it comes to young children and young women and young males, how dare you? How fucking dare you talk shit about that? No, not talk shit about how dare you defend it? And that's what disgusts me. I'm okay with you being raped in the ass by a faggot. I don't care. I don't care about me experimenting with transgender people who have tits but have a cock. I don't care about that. What I care about is what I care about is I mean, it's true. Hang on, I'm getting a call. Give me 1 second. Hang on. You know what? Fuck that call. Goddamn, I can't fuck that call. Give me 1 second.
I think he's saying Christ is king.
So yeah, that was an interesting confession from brother Beer there.
Has Mir told you that story, Ava?
No, I don't actually.
I'll leave it for him to tell you.
I want a clip of Dan's soliloquy because that was just amazing too. By the way, he thinks he's God. Oh, here we go. Oh,
I don't know what he's doing. I want to be respectful of Mr. Mir and his conversations there, but we'll give Mir the chance to end. I always like to let Mir finish, especially since he seems to be on a roll. But it's been an interesting night, and the Buckman stuff.
Here it is. At the end of the day, everyone's love, everyone's everything, but don't promote these fucking faggots. Don't promote this degeneracy. For real, I don't care if you've been raped or whatnot. Just as long as you promote pro shit, that's all that matters. Okay, I gotta go. Peace out, guys.
Right.
Amen,
everyone.
Amen.
Good night.